Welcome back to my channel. Today, I finally defeated the boss combat cycle murder machine in DC Dark Legion, so I decided to make a guide video for you guys. I think it'll be helpful for those of you who still don't know how to deal high damage to this boss. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so to support me and stay tuned for more great content. You can also leave a comment about any topic you want me to cover. I'll try to make it, even if it might come a bit late. All right, let's get started. First, let's take a look at Murder Machine's skills. He has 3 skills in total. Skill 1 means Murder Machine will create a shield for all his minions. Once the shield wears off, those minions will be knocked out and take up to 100% more damage. That's why you need to deal as much damage as possible to quickly break the shield on both the minions and Murder Machine himself. As for Skill 2, the boss applies a debuff to your team, but it's not really something to worry about because Murder Machine and his minions don't deal much damage in the early stages, so the debuff won't affect you much. Skill 3 is the boss's main damage skill. It's an area attack, so you can't really avoid it, but the damage is fairly low, so you don't need to stress about it. If your team is too weak, just bring a healer to help you stay alive. All right, now let's talk about team setup. Looking at the boss team, there are a lot of enemies, so you'll need heroes with strong area damage to hit as many targets as possible. However, you'll still need at least one tank to absorb damage and protect the rest of your team. For bosses in the combat cycle, having Joker as your DPS is a must. He deals more and more damage as the battle goes on, making him essential for maximizing damage toward the end of the fight. So make sure Joker's in your lineup. Next, since I have several heroes that deal strong spiritual damage, I'll go with Two-Face. He, along with Scarecrow, will increase the amount of spiritual damage enemies take. Make sure to place Two-Face in the center so his fan-shaped AoE can hit all enemies. Then we have Constantine, who also deals area damage and applies a burn effect on enemies, making him very important for this fight. For the last slot, you'll need a support hero. If your team can survive the boss's attacks, go with a support who boosts attack, like Vixen, Flash, or Zatanna. But if your team is still too fragile, use Raven. She also deals spiritual damage and is part of the Justice League Dark alongside Constantine, which boosts his damage even further. Alright, now let's take a look at the damage output from this team. Make sure to watch until the end of the video because I'll also test a team that focuses on physical damage. The goal is to help those of you who don't have heroes like Joker or Constantine still be able to deal high damage.
I don't play by the rules. I'll bring my toxin. Send in the crowd. I don't play by the rules.
This will hurt.
Send in the crowd. I'll bring my toxin.
It's a gift.
Of chance. I don't play by the rules.
This will hurt.
Send in the crowd. I'll bring my toxin. I don't play by the rules.
It's a gift.
Of chance.
This will hurt.
Send in the crowd. I don't play by the rules. I'll bring my toxin.
This will hurt.
It's a gift.
Of chance. Send in the crowd. I don't play by the rules.
This will hurt.
I'll bring my toxin.
It's a gift.
Of send in the crowd. I don't play by the rules.
This will hurt.
All right, now let's move on to the physical damage team. I'll choose two tankers. Superman, who deals single target damage but is still effective, and Killer Frost, who makes all enemies take 40% more physical damage. I'll also include Captain Cold, who causes one enemy to take 50% more physical damage.
It's about to get
Next is Red
frosty.
Hood, who currently has the best wide area physical damage,
I can do
and
this.
finally Vixen to boost your whole team's attack by 30%. Let's see how well this team performs. You can also use a healer if needed, or combine this team with Lex Luthor to charge skills faster.
Time to fly. Couldn't figure it out yourself, could you?
Step aside and let the real genius.
Stone.
I feel revived.
Time to fly.
Step aside and let the real genius.
Time to fly.
Stone.
I feel revived. Step aside and let the real genius.
Time to fly.
Stone.
I feel revived. Step aside and let the real genius.
Time to fly.
Stone cold.
Time to fly.
I feel revived. Step aside and let the real genius.
Stone.
Time to fly.
Step aside and let the real genius. I feel revived.
Time to fly.
Stone cold.
Step aside and let the real genius. I feel revived.
Time to fly.
Step aside and let the real genius.
Stone cold.
The physical damage team isn't really suitable for this boss because it lacks enough AoE attackers compared to the spiritual damage team. Most of them are single target hitters, which makes them more effective against the drown boss instead. I actually made a video about that boss yesterday. You can check it out. You can check it out. I'll leave the link in the comments below. That's it for this video. See you in the next one. Don't forget to like and share this video. For now, goodbye.